Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
Hello and welcome to the Popternative podcast, a podcast and talk show where we have digital discussions, the worlds of TV, film, pop culture, news, sports, lifestyle, everything really depending on the guest. We talk about it all. As always, I'm your host, Peter Remoliotis. On social media, you know me as PD Beats. My guest plays Rookie in Netflix's Virgin River. Season 2 recently dropped. We were with Grayson Gurnsey. Grayson, welcome back to Popternative.
Yeah, hello. Good to be back.
We were saying, we did the first interview in July, but it feels like that's been like forever ago.
Yeah, no, like 2 years, honestly. It feels like it, hasn't it? Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, it was an exciting time, though, when we did that interview. I mean, you just got kind of locked in as a series regular for the upcoming season. The season wasn't kind of out yet. Now it's out. Ricky's been very kind of adventurous in the second season. A little bit of the attitude, a little bit of kind of like doing whatever he feels like. What was that kind of like from season 1 to 2, playing Ricky, Grayson?
Oh, it was awesome. I loved it so much because I was like, oh yeah, Ricky season 1 is fun and he's like a great time to be on set and hang around with everyone. But season 2, I get to be like moody and I get to like yell at people and have problems like a teenager. And I was like, oh, this is great. I love this. This is awesome.
There's just a lot going on. What kind of went through your mind when you were reading the scripts for season 2? Because he is going through a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, no, I was thinking, oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be exactly where I wanted the character to go, and him being like moody and maybe possibly going down the wrong path. Maybe his girlfriend isn't as good as he thinks she is. But I loved it. I hope they only just continue it for season 3.
The Virgin River fan base is extremely loyal, extremely like they're really on point. I saw it. Have you kind of noticed the reception has been kind of crazy on your end with social media?
Oh yeah, 100%. It's been super crazy. I have tons of people who, comment and say that they love the character and they love the season and stuff like that. But I'm even in there was like a little fan group chat that they made on Instagram, and they invited me onto it, and I was like, why not? Let's go and talk to them. And they're like super nice and super fun, and the fan base is like super friendly and they're not toxic or anything. And I'm like, wow, that's nice. How often do you get like a good fan base, like a big fan base, and also have them nice? Like,
I'm just curious. I'm just wondering what you see from this, Grayson. I mean, I'm seeing kind of the fan base of Virgin River is kind of like a two-headed monster, so to speak. You have the people that read the books that really enjoyed the show, but then you have the people that maybe didn't know that it was a book and just kind of love that style of show. Have you noticed that?
Oh, yeah, no, I've noticed that a lot. I mean, I've noticed a lot of the fans of the show came from being fans of Martin or Alex, and there are some who were even joined the show for Tim Matheson. He all these cool people, and they didn't really know the books, but the people who do read the books and stuff like that, they don't make it a big deal that they've read the books comparison to the other people who haven't. And I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. That's cool. But I have noticed that there's a bit of a difference, but it doesn't like split the fan base. I've noticed, which is nice
for
to see.
Sure.
So, yeah.
One thing that we didn't, it's funny because we talked about a lot of different stuff last time you were on. It was pretty. I went to watch the interview. It was a good interview. We packed a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
But the one thing we did talk about is, we didn't talk about like one of your first kind of like experiences in the entertainment industry on YTV was with a show called Game On.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
no, we didn't.
Toby. Game On.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was that one of your first acting gigs?
It wasn't one of my first, but it was, I'd say, probably my first major acting
like
gig.
A breakthrough role, yeah.
Yeah, like my breakthrough role, and it was just so much fun. I went to Montreal and basically like lived there for like 5 months filming the show.
Yep.
It was such an insane process being the guy who's on set every single day of the week, and you weirdly like get used to it, but at the same time don't completely comprehend what's going on. It was a lot of fun. It was insane. But yeah, no, I always forget to talk about it in interviews, and then people will like bring up like Game On, and I'm like, oh, I kind of forgot I did that sometimes. Like
the the actor that played your friend on the show,
yeah.
I forget. I think it was his name Jamie. I think.
Yeah, Jamie. Yeah.
Yeah. So he went to the same high school as I did, St. George's.
Oh no way!
Obviously,
Really? That's
I was
hilarious.
a lot older than him, but like, yeah, we were both St. George's alum. That school has like really become like a performing arts school. Like, it's pretty crazy. Like, we had really
Yeah.
cool like productions when I was there, but it's really kind of like
Yeah.
progressed into like performing arts.
Yeah, I've heard. I remember he talked about it a little bit. It sounded pretty neat. But yeah, no, what a talented bloke that guy is. Like, I think he even starts to make music now and stuff like
You had
that.
good chemistry
as well as
though,
being
as
a
like
theater
Toby
teacher.
and Toby's best friend. There was a good chemistry between the two of you.
Yeah. Oh, I would hope so. You know, we hung out a lot on set. We were on set. We were on set basically almost every day of the week. And there was like only like a few episodes that his character wasn't in. So we basically spent like a straight 3.5 months constantly around each other. It was a great time.
No, absolutely. What were you kind of hoping? Because we were talking about the experience has been awesome on your end with Virgin River, but specifically with the show and the kind of storyline. What were you hoping people kind of got from season 2 of Virgin River, Grayson?
I was hoping people would see, you know, like the raised stakes of season 2.
Yep.
Like, there's a lot more going on. Not just for like the main cast, like Mel and Jack and stuff like that, but for all of the, you know, people who were in season 1 but didn't have like nearly as big of a role, like Brady's character or Preacher's character. Like, they had stuff going on, but this time it felt like it was more of an ensemble, and I hope that, you know, everyone can find their own personally favorite character and stuff like that. You know?
So my mom watches Virgin River,
Yeah.
and she watched it season 2 like right away. And the
Yeah.
first thing she said, because she knew that we that I've interviewed you before, right? And the first thing she
Yeah.
told me was, because I said we were gonna maybe do another interview with season 2, and she was like, you know, Ricky is like a real like bad boy this season. That's what she told me, and it's true though. But like there's been like a transformation of your character. Like, a lot has happened to your character.
No, totally. I was like so happy that they just like mixed everything up, because I was like, oh, that's brilliant. I love that he went from like such a sweet boy, and now he kind of
like
is a bit of a jerk, and like
exactly. You were so nice in season 1, and then kind of like you have the moments where it's still there, but it's like you're really kind of like it's really polarizing almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know, right? Yeah, I love that. That's so funny. I love doing those scenes where he was being such a jerk, because it was such a difference and such a place to go. And,
Do you have to prepare differently for stuff like that, do you think, as an actor? Like, when you're kind of like playing the nice guy, and you have to like just in one season, you have to kind of change the demeanor of your character a little bit, right?
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, I think that it was lucky that it was written very well, and it didn't feel like too weird of a shift, so I didn't have to worry about that. But it was like super interesting going from the nice guy who doesn't have too much to do to season 2, which he's got a lot more to do and he's got a lot more to say.
Yep.
I'd say that like I definitely prepped a lot more for season 2, because season 1, I actually didn't know I was filming season 1 until about like like a week and a half before they wanted me on set. It was very funny. I thought I didn't get the role. I thought they would have passed on to someone else. I'm like, by now they would have told me if I gotten it. And then they're like, oh yeah, is it possible you could like come on to set for season for season 1? The table read is in a couple days. You want to join that? And I was like,
wow.
Oh my god, okay. Yeah, I can come. And they're like, that's fantastic, thank you so much. Like, they I don't know what was going on, but I got on set and yeah, it was like a week before, and I was like, whoa, okay. Yeah, it was funny.
You're in Vancouver right now.
Yeah,
You're originally from Calgary.
yeah,
So, and like you were in Montreal, I mean, Canada, you know what I mean? Like working, like from
yeah,
Canada, working in Canada. Have you kind of
yeah.
noticed though that like I'm hearing a lot, like it's very rare that I hear like there's a lot of Canadian actors like working on big shows in Canada, which is really cool.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. Me and Colin Lawrence, he plays Preacher on the show. We're like, uh, we had a conversation once when we were on set for season one. We're like, this is kind of huge that we're both in this show as like Canadians and local actors being so high up on like the call sheet and in story importance, because it's like, when does that ever happen for Canadians? Most of the times when it's a show filmed in Canada, there's maybe like one Canadian who has like a bigger role on the show, but generally it's not even like a bigger role. It's like you see them every couple episodes and they play some sort of plot significance, but nothing like what's on Virgin River and what's been happening recently. It's so cool to see. Like, it's awesome.
It is so cool to see. It's pretty. Isn't it wild to you that I mean, you guys, you wrap season two. Season two gets put out there. People watch it, and then like we like we're like everyone kind of just like right away wants like more. You know what I mean? Is that like
Yeah.
does that never gets old on your end too, right? Like you put something out and just like everyone wants season three like right now, and it's like, guys, we gotta like wait and see, and we
Yeah.
gotta shoot it. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah, no,
hilarious.
it's funny. I'm like, if I could, I would, guys. You know, I would. But like, it's so insane. Some of the help and like how like amazing they've been, and how fast season two got really popular. We didn't.
Yeah, man. I definitely
None of us
saw.
expected.
Did you see a little bit of like I've seen people love season one, but I see like
Yeah.
it got bigger and bigger fan base wise for season two, man. Like not like for
Oh
sure.
yeah, no, it got huge. Like, I mean, it was like number one at one. I think it by the time that we're recording this, whenever it is number one on Netflix right now,
Yeah.
which is like pretty cool. I didn't expect it to get to number one. I expected that it would be like meddling in like 6 or 7 or something like that, like respectable. I didn't think it would ever get to number one. I didn't think it would ever like be number one in Canada and America and like Brazil and crazy places like that. And it just blows my mind. So
Absolutely.
I'm
No,
pretty happy.
because it's funny too, because I've definitely noticed, I'm sure you obviously noticed, but I've definitely, like season one came out and, you went up a little bit of followers. There was definitely a spike in your social media growth, but like I'm noticing it, like it's exponentially like growing right now on Instagram, Grayson.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. At one point I was like, I was looking because there's apparently this insight thing on your Instagram that
Yeah.
you can get, and it was like, it went from like 1,000 something, and then in a couple days it went to like 3,000, and I'm like, I can't handle this, and like getting people like texting you and being like, wow, great job. Like I got verified a couple days ago, and I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Is it
Scaring
not
me.
cool? I mean, the answer to this question is obviously yeah, it's super cool. But like, I want you to elaborate
Yeah.
on it. I mean, people are able to watch your work from all over the world, pretty much. Like, is that
Yeah.
not crazy to think about? Like, it's amazing, man.
Yeah, it is amazing, and I never really expected to honestly get this far. Like one of those things where everyone's always like, oh, I didn't expect the success I've gotten, but like to a certain extent, everyone hopes for and expects like success on levels like this. But I thought, I'm like, oh yeah, it'll take me at least another good 5 or 6 years until I'm going to be on like a show big enough. I didn't expect Virgin River was going to be as big as it is.
Yep.
And then to be here and to be really thinking on it and going, wow, this is kind of a big show now. And these people from all around the world like are following, and people are talking about how like, oh, it's big in Italy and it's in Germany, and like and like
It's amazing.
we're like all over the place, and like people texting me from England and stuff like that. And it's like I didn't think that I'd ever like get that far. You know, I didn't think I'd get across the pond, and people would be people would like the show enough to want to talk to me about how they liked the show, and it like blows my mind.
It's a
Every time I
rewarding
hear
feeling though
someone,
too, Grayson, because you know actors like yourself
Oh,
like
yeah.
put a lot of hard work and passion into this, so it's rewarding, when you get messages from all over the world.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's super rewarding. It like it like makes you want to make more of the product for them, because like I definitely want to do a season 3. You know, I think like I would love to be like filming season 3 right now, and really showing and really giving the audience what they want, because it's like such a rewarding feeling when you see them so like happy, and they love what's going on with the show, and they think it couldn't have been better. Like they love season 2, and I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I want. I want them to be happy with the show, you know? Like
Amazing. No, but they
Yeah.
are. Well, it's amazing. Grayson, thank you so much for coming back on Popternative, man. It's always great to catch up with you, man.
yeah, it was amazing to catch up with you.
I mean, so they can watch season. I mean, if you haven't realized, then you can watch season 2
Yeah.
of Virgin River on Netflix right now.
yeah. yeah. Watch it. Watch Virgin River season 2. Keep us trending.
Absolutely. And where can they follow you on social media to keep up to date with everything?
Oh, I'm basically only solely on Instagram at this point. You can find me at Grayson, GRAYSON _M_G. And it's the same that goes by Twitter, and you can just plug my name into Facebook if you want to follow me there. But I don't do anything on Facebook, so don't follow me there.
Amazing. Well, seriously, congrats on the success of season 2, man. It was really cool to see.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was great talking to you again, man.
Absolutely. This has been Popternative, youtube.com/Popternative for previous episodes. You can catch Grayson Gurnsey as Ricky in season 2 of Virgin River, now available and streaming on Netflix. Until next time, this is Grayson Gurnsey and Petey Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.